Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will discuss about the data science third internal paper. This is a objective question type paper, so we will discuss the point to point answer, and I will define also why this answer is suitable for a particular question. So let's begin. So the first question is which paradigm of data research involves asking about what problems can be solved given some data. So the correct answer is B, because B, data driven programs generally tells what problems can be solved given data. Second one is unstructured data can be stored easily in. The answer is relational databases, because unstructured data involves images, videos, text randomly spread anywhere. So the correct answer is 3. And the probability of an event is calculated as. Correct answer is B, sum of probabilities of outcomes in E. So anything, for example, tossing a coin, uh, then what will be the probability will be sum of probabilities of outcomes in E. If one time it comes head and another time it comes tail. So the answer is B. Fourth one is in descriptive statistics, which measure is useful for skewed data or data with outliers. So the correct answer is median, and there is no reason for it, because median is useful for skewed data distribution, and mean is useful for symmetric data distribution. Here it is asked about skewed data, so the correct answer is C. Fifth one is during data cleaning artifacts क्या होते हैं data cleaning के time पे. So correct answer is B. Artifacts are systematic problems that can be corrected. And if during data cleaning, one term also is getting referenced, which is error. Errors are those problems that cannot be corrected or recovered, but artifacts are those problems that can be recovered and if they were recovered, they can also be corrected. The sixth one is feature engineering of discrete data includes uh, binning. So what is binning? Binning is basically a common feature for engineers for in discrete data. So the correct answer is B. Seventh one, the normal distribution follows which rule? So the correct answer is B. It follows 68, 95, and 99 rule. The eighth one, in modeling the correct error term E consists of. Modeling में error term E क्या consist करती है? So correct answer is C. It consists reducible and irreducible errors. It includes both part. The ninth one is Occam razor suggests choosing the. Occam razor किसे suggest करता है? So correct answer is B. It suggests choosing the simplest model with equal performance, because Occam razor generally used in many machine learning algorithms. So choosing the simplest model uh, will be preferred in machine learning algorithms. And the tenth one is parametric models risk. पैरामेट्रिक मॉडल्स में क्या रिस्क होता है? करेक्ट आंसर इज बी. इट risks wrong assumptions leading to bad results, because parametric models have both input and output. So if our assumptions are wrong, then it will also lead to bad results. The 11th one is for classification evaluation precision is. Basically, in confusion matrix, we can calculate precision, recall, and F1 score. So in this question, it is asking about precision. Precision is basically true positive divided by true positive for false positive. The 12th one is in linear regression, coefficients are found. Coefficients कैसे मिलते हैं 12th one में? Because it founds using minimizing RSS. So what does it mean? It means ordinary least squares finds coefficients by RSS minimization. 13th one is logistic regression predicts. Logistic regression graph क्या predict करता है? It predicts probabilities using sigmoid, which means logistic regression outputs probabilities. The 14th one is Euclidean distance is in Minkowski with k equals to. यूक्लिडियन डिस्टेंस अगर हमें निकालना है तो के की वैल्यू क्या पुट करनी पड़ेगी, तो हमें के की वैल्यू 2 पुट करनी पड़ेगी. if if we want to find Manhattan distance, then we have to put k equals to 1. So 15th one is k means clustering assigns observations to. के मीन्स क्लस्टरिंग जो एल्गोरिथम होता है वो अपने जो ऑब्जर्वेशंस को कैलकुलेट करता है वो किसे असाइन करता है, सो इट असाइंस टू पॉइंट बी विच इज क्लोजेस्ट सेंट्रोइड. 16 वन, डिसीजन ट्रीज आर प्रोन टू. डिसीजन ट्रीज में क्या इश्यू रहता है, बेसिकली ओवरफिटिंग का इश्यू रहता है डिसीजन ट्रीज में. 17 वन, इन न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन से इंट्रोड्यूस. न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स में एक्टिवेशन फंक्शंस क्या इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं, सो दे इंट्रोड्यूसेस नो लिनियरिटी. 18th वन, हडूप. हडूप का जो एच डी एफ एस सिस्टम रहता है, हार्ड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड फाइल सिस्टम रहता है, उसमें क्या रहता है, तो उसमें रहता है हाई थ्रूपुट डाटा. उसमें एक्सेसिव अमाउंट ऑफ डाटा में एक्सेस रहता है बिकॉज इट इज यूज्ड इन बिग एंटरप्राइज लेवल. 91, in a SQL to combine two rows based on a related column, which SQL operation is generally used. So join is the operation which is used to combine two tables if there is a related or same column present in both the tables. And 20th one is Python's DEC supports. Python's DEC. DEC means it is another part of Q. Q supports insertion and deletion from one end, but DEC supports insertion. Insertion means append and pop on both ends. So now we will see the next part, uh, section 2. So the 21st. So it is asking about the following are the types of data mentioned in data science. डाटा साइंस में कितने टाइप्स का डाटा रहता है, सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज ए because it includes all the parts. Structured data. Structured data means we can arrange in tables. Unstructured data means we cannot arrange in table. Categorical means it is about all categories like sex, gender, and all about. And quantitative data is it is about all numbers. So now next one is 22. The following are probability concepts. कौन कौन से probability concepts हैं इसमें, so the probability concepts include option A means all independent events is if P intersection B equals to multiplication of PA and PB. Bias theorem is PA by B equals to PB by A into PA divided by PB. Expected value is sum of PS into VS and variance is sigma. So the M part is correct because variance is sigma square. It is not sigma. Sigma is actually standard deviation. The following are data cleaning methods for missing values. डाटा क्लीनिंग मेथड्स कौन कौन सी है मिसिंग वैल्यूज को फाइंड करने के लिए, सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज ए मीन्स ड्रॉपिंग द रिकॉर्ड्स. वी हैव टू ड्रॉप द रिकॉर्ड्स इफ द डाटा इज नॉट फाउंड. J part and K part is mean value imputation. We have to find the mean of all the values to fill the missing value with the mean. And third one is nearest neighbor. We have to predict the value using the nearest neighbor value. Outlier detection is not generally preferred as a data cleaning method. Now we will talk about 24. The following are modeling philosophies. Modeling philosophies कौन कौन सी है, तो ओक्कम रेजर. ओक्कम रेजर क्या सजेस्ट करता है, सिंपलेस्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन वाले मॉडल को लो. बायस ट्रेड ऑफ, बायस वेरिएंस ट्रेड ऑफ, एंड नो फ्री लंच थ्योरम, नेट सिल्वर थिंक प्रोबेबिलिटी थ्योरम. These are all about modeling philosophies. The following are distance measures. We all already discussed about it. Like for Manhattan, we use k बराबर 1 in Minkowski. Euclidean, we use k बराबर 2 in Minkowski. Or cosine is generally used for vectors, and KL divergence is generally used for probabilities. So now let's move to the another section, which is section 3. Uh, in this section, we will talk about the match the columns. So the 26th one is here the correct answer is A because binomial theorem is generally referred to In binomial theorem, we calculated the mean as n into p. Here n is the number of independent trials, p is the probability of a event that is happening, and q is the probability of a failure of a event. So the ev means mean is calculated as n into p, and v are where means variance is calculated as n into p into q. B1 is normal distribution generally occurred for continuous data, so it is bell shaped and symmetric. In Poisson ratio, in Poisson probability theorem, we calculated the mean and variance as lambda, means both mean and variance are same in Poisson distribution. In power law case, we calculated long tails, which is also known as Pareto. So the correct answer becomes as A. Now moves on 27. And this table basically talks about errors. So what are reducible error? Reducible errors means, the name already suggests, means they can be minimized by using a better technique. Irreducible error means they cannot be minimized, they cannot be reduced. So B matches with A option. Overfitting is generally occurs when we have a high variance in a model, and we can also say as model noise. So C has B. And underfitting we have when we have high bias. Overfitting is when we have high variance, and underfitting we have when we have high bias. So the correct answer will become A. Now let's talk about 21. So here the linear regression. So we have to move to next page for this. Here also it is given logistic regression, k-means decision trees. So if we talk about the linear regression, so the linear regression is predicts numerical values. So A becomes 3. Logistic regression predicts probabilities, and k means is clustering centroid. We have already discussed k means clustering means in clustering we will take the k nearest observations and find that observation that is nearest to the centroid. And D is decision tree. Decision tree is second. Decision tree is generally used for binary branching, because in branches are included in decision trees, and it is prone to overfitting because it has high variance. So the correct answer becomes A. Now 29th one. Here it is asking about the Hadoop data system. Hadoop data system. So we have four terms. HDFS, MapReduce, Yarn, and Spark. HDFS is basically a distributed file system. Here it is the full form of it. Hadoop distributed file system. MapReduce is basically parallel processing paradigm, means we are processing multiple data parallelly with the help of MapReduce. Yarn is job scheduling, means it schedules the higher priority jobs, which helps us in resource management. D1 is Spark is useful in memory processing. The correct answer becomes as A. Now we will move on to the third section. So that the third section basically talks about assertion and reserve question. So the 31 is assertion is correlation does not imply causation, and the reason is it measures degree of relationship but not cause effect. So here both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A, because correlation does not cause causation. 31 is gradient descent uses learning rate alpha for step size, and reason it minimizes cost in linear regression. So the correct answer is A. Yes, that both are true, and R is correct explanation of A, because the gradient descent uses alpha to minimize the cost. 32 part neural networks are universal approximator. Yes, it is true, they can approximate any complex function with enough layers. Yes, it is also true, and the it is also correct explanation of assertion, because neural networks can approximate complex functions. The 33 one, in SQL joins are performed by combining rows based on related columns. Yes, we have already discussed this. It handles data from multiple tables. Yes, so the correct answer is A in 33, because the join handles multiple table data based on a related column. Now let's move on to the 34th question. So this is the last section, which is section 5, and in this section we have to arrange the options. All the options are correct, but we have to arrange that which step comes after another step in various kind of scenarios. So the 34 is arrange the steps in K fold CV in the correct order. So the correct answer is JKLM, which is A. Means what happens here? It happens that it divides data into K folds, then train on K1, validate on 1, repeat K items, average errors. 35 is arrange that gradient descent algorithm in correct order. So what is this? This is basically choosing learning rate, then compute gradient and update and repeat. So the correct answer become A. 36 is arrange the K means step in correct order. K means clustering steps. So in this we have to randomly initialize first and then assign to the closest center. Then again compute the centroids and iterate until the assignment doesn't stop. 37 one is arrange the may produce process in the correct order. So what is happened in the may produce process? In the may produce process, first we map it, means process data and key values, then we will shuffle and sort it, and then we will reduce it, means aggregate, and then we will give the output. The 38 part is arrange the neural network training in the correct order. In this we will use forward propagation, then loss, compute loss, then we will do backward propagation, then we will update weights. So the correct answer will become A. The 39 part is arrange the PCA steps in the correct order. PCA steps को correct order में जमाना है. So the correct answer is A, and it involves first it involves standardized data, then compute covariance matrix, then find the eigenvectors, then project data. So, and the last one is arrange the Hadoop components and data flow in the correct orders. So, what happens in Hadoop data system? So, first we will store the data in the Hadoop distributed file system. Then we will do yarn scheduling for it. Means we will schedule according to the scheduler. Then we will do we will do MapReduce, means we will process multiple data simultaneously. Then we will give the output of Hadoop. So this is all for this particular internal three papers. We have solved all the 40 objectives with explanation. In case if you didn't understand anything, you can comment. I will give the answer you as soon as I get free. And thank you very much. Let's meet on any other video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.